We know well the passage from Matthew's Gospel is that of the final judgment. And in fact, many of the things that the Lord mentions are simply the corporal works of mercy, at least 6 out of 7. The 7th one, of course, being burying the dead as a corporal work of mercy is not mentioned. But that is a challenge for us as followers of Christ. And the question is, what do we focus on? What is the essence of faith? But living the ongoing conversion of mind, heart, and spirit, living Christ in our everyday lives. Not easy though, is it? The bobblehead says no, because it's not. We're far too distracted. It's not as simple as being a sheep or a goat. But interestingly enough, in the gospel, in the parable, everyone is surprised. Everyone is shocked. The sheep are just as surprised that they are acknowledged as the good and faithful servants. Enter into the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. They're chosen because of their persistence in living Christ in their daily lives. The followers of Christ, those who listen to him, and for us, listening to Christ is contemplative prayer, not yap, 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 but listening. Opening our mind, our heart, and spirit, and allowing the Lord to speak to us. So listening and finding that persistence of living Christ in our daily lives. Living God's will first and foremost, over and above our own wants, desires, or agendas. The goats, of course, are just as surprised that they're acknowledged as the servants of little or no account. Accursed is such a strong word, isn't it? Well, too bad. The Lord calls them accursed. So let's not sugarcoat it, shall we? But their faith simply comes from their lips. Or worse yet, their hearts are closed to allowing the Lord to fill their lives. They don't take the time to really listen to him. They might hear him yappy in the back. Was that the Lord? I don't know. Was that him? I don't know. Maybe. But they don't focus in that unique time of contemplative prayer. But rather, it is their persistence of neglect. And indeed, they become their own judgment. It is not something that we want to focus on or acknowledge or hear. But the Lenten season is unique. We are at the very beginning, Monday of the first full week of Lent. We have just under 40 days. Hopefully, in the last several weeks, we have thought about what is the one thing in our lives, what is the one stumbling block we have placed on the path to following Christ. And that is what we will bring to the season of grace renewal, that we will change, and it will become a permanent change, not just a 40-day change, not just to make ourselves feel good, but to truly understand what the nature of our discipleship is all about. My sisters and brothers, we make the judgment of eternity upon ourselves every single day. By the way we live, whether it is through a persistence of faith in living Christ, a persistence of neglect, or a persistence of stubbornness, the choice is always ours. By the grace of the Holy Spirit, may we make the right choice, knowing that we are called to be the sheep of the flock of the Good Shepherd.